Good evening, welcome to Apex Online Racing and welcome to round 4 of the Interleague Championship. My name is Jack, aka GKRT Pinky Boy, and this is Group 4s at Alsace for round 4 of the ILC AOR versus F1R. This is round 4 out of 6, and this is one of the original tracks in GT Sports, and the format for tonight is the usual feature and sprint race. For those who are new, the feature race will be 20 laps, which is the equivalent of roughly about 40 minutes, and drivers will be on the racing hards, and the sprint race will be approximately 20 minutes, which will be 10 laps on the racing mediums. So the predicted pit strategy for tonight is a 2-stop during the feature and a 1-stop during the sprint. Probably looking for your first stop in the feature to be between laps 5 and 7, and your second stop to be between laps 11 and 15. Out of all the cars that have been picked, it does seem like the Alfa Romeo 4C is probably going to be the best suited to this track, and the predicted pole time is going to be roughly about the 2-minute 1 second flat mark. There is the possibility of it slipping down into the 159s, but probably closer to the 2-minute 2s, so we're going to predict 2 minutes and 1 second. So let's just have a wee quick look around this lap. We'll have a wee look at a lap that was done earlier. So you're coming up straight up to the hairpin at the top here. You want to clip the apex and drift your way right back out. And then coming along and round this super fast left-hander, round the right-hander here, and up and over. And through this right-hander here, carrying as much speed as you can, flat out through this right-hander. As you then come round, not being too harsh on the brakes, as that will affect your ability to keep the car stable through that corner. Lifting off, not braking as you come through this long right-hander here, and keeping the foot down on the exit as you then start to brake and shift down for this short chicane here, coming round and heading towards the uphill here. No, don't brake, just lift off, and coming to the downhill chicane. And braking and keeping it stable as you can, carrying as much speed through, getting as close to the wall there as you can, and across the line. Now, another thing worth looking at is the championship standings. Now, this is a team competition, there's no drivers' championship. So the team standings are as follows. AOR are in the lead by 400 with 424 points, and F1R have 263. How that breaks down is H Racing Green is the top scorer for AOR with 120 points, followed by Goldenmore with 82 points, and every team member has contributed points to their team if they have raced. So the only person on this list who has contributed no points is the Mad Lithuanian, who has yet to race, and I believe they have actually retired so will not have the chance to race. We also have some people who've yet to race, this will be their first race, and names are not on the leaderboard there. But that is how each member of teams AOR and F1R have contributed to their team's totals. So let's get back over to where the action is, as we're on here with Ash Racer. Currently in this final warm-up session, we have Ash Racer on the top of the time board at 2 minutes and 2 seconds. 2 minutes 2.5, as we see heli power in the wall there. Coming out of the long turn. Two new drivers to this series on track just now. We have F1R Dusby and Maverick, both representing F1R. This will be their first time racing in this series. First chance to get some points on the board for their teams, or for their team. So we wish them the best of luck coming on this late series. So far, racing tonight we have Ash Racer, Heli Powered, Jut and Go, Dusby, Smoke Boss, Maverick, Delaney, Bloody Nine, Green and Bankai Bullet. We still have another 4 yet to join us. So we're just waiting on those guys. Quali will start round about 10-2. There we have F1R Vitchell, who was the F1R commentator and is racing this week. So there's, I don't think they have a commentator this week. After this round we have 2 rounds left to go. We have Group 3s at Interlagos and Super Formulas at I can't remember what the Super Formula race is. I believe it's Fuji. Allow me a moment to double check. Yes, so the 2 races that we have remaining after this are Group 3s at Fuji and Super Formulas at Interlagos, Group 3s and Fuji for Super Formulas are the remaining rounds. but apparently it's been enjoyable the way that I say it. So we are currently still waiting on 4 more racers as we see the screens decide to cut in half here. Which is not a usual sight. And a good evening to all you guys watching. We should be getting ready for quali in about 7 minutes, if not less, just depending on when the rest of the racers turn up. Please remember to support the driver or team of your choice in the comments, and we'll hope to see some good racing. This is a track that should give us some good action, some good overtaking, especially with the Group 4 cars. The Group 4 cars are a bit lighter than the GT3 cars, and they are a bit slower. They do offer for some closer racing and some more unpredictable overtakings. This circuit allows for some moves to hang around the outside, send it down the inside, depending on which part of the track we are at. We have 2 people in pitch just now, Bloody 9 GT to Lady. We have Mons in the pits. Everyone just getting out on track, getting some sighting laps done. Myself up a bit for you, so I hope that's a bit better there, Boba Fett. Hope you can hear me a little bit better. We have folk out just doing some sighting laps just now, just waiting on quality start. Quality will start in 5 minutes. We are still waiting on 2 more by looks of it, so we will have to wait and see what happens with them. I hope you have your snacks and drinks ready. We are looking like we're gearing up for a good race. We've got a mix of cars here. We've got Lee the Reaper joining us. Brings us up to 12. No, it'll bring us up to 13 when Lee actually comes on track. And then I believe it is just her Curva we're waiting on. I think her Curva is racing tonight. So expect to see the Alfa Romeo 4Cs out the front, the nimblest of all the cars on the track. That's according to the folks that I've been speaking to about this race coming up, is to expect the Alphas to be the dominant car in this race. But we see Green in the Renault Megane, we've got Maverick in the Ferrari, Heli Power is also in the Megane, we have Django in the Porsche, Bloody 9 also in a Porsche, Wichita in the Alpha, Mons in the Honda, Bankai in the Toyota there. Ronin GT Delaney in the Alpha. Ashen in Alpha. Dusby in the BMW. And Smoke Boss in the Renault. So we've got MXR has joined us. So that should bring us all the way to everyone on track, I believe. Everyone's just gathering up beyond the first sector time splits and waiting for quality start, which should be any minute now. See, that's Lee the Reaper back in the room, which should bring us all the way to 14 once he comes on track. Ash Racer still the fastest in practice by a clear 7/10 of a second with the 2-minute 2.5. Expect the time to be slightly lower for quali. So now we'll be looking at getting everyone out past Sector 1. So we can start qualification. It's going to take a lot of concentration and determination to get a quick lap round here. A lot of the corners, it's easy to just lose the car, just get too close to the edge and spin the car out on the grass, or go too deep into some of these corners, which are some are on camber, some are off camber. It's not your most conventional racetrack. But we shouldn't see anything major during quality. We shouldn't see any major spins. Something we will just have to wait and see. Just waiting for everyone to come out past the first sector time split. So as we just wait for everyone, who are we still waiting on? MXR and Maverick. As some people will continue on past the first sector and just continue going around the track. Others will get to the time split and just stop. Some people getting those final sighting laps in. waiting for everyone to leave the pit lane. Leaving the pit lane and getting past the first sector split as a precaution due to a glitch that used to be in the GT Sport, which was starting a race with someone in the pit lane would cause them to either be stuck in the pit lane during qualifying or stuck on the grid during the race. So this is a precaution to prevent that from happening, so that everyone does get the chance to put in a qualifying lap and race. Everyone will be qualifying on the racing hard tyre, the tyre that we will be using in the feature race. And quali will be 10 minutes long. Qualifying, Rolling GT Delaney is the first out the pits. As he comes round to turn 1. Keeps it neat and tidy on the exit. Everyone else piling out the pits behind him. And we see most of the 14 racers already out on track. Some trying to stay close for the slipstream, some trying to stay clear to not get caught in the dirty air and lose more time through the corners. As we see Delaney coming through turn 4 just now. Into turn 6, an easy corner to mess up here. It's easy to brake too hard and get the car sideways. And here it's easy to get too close to the inside curb and spin. So drivers will be careful not to do that. Just waiting for Delaney to come round, finish his out lap and get started on his first flag lap with everyone else behind him. See people starting to back up a bit as Delaney comes through the final chicane. And long start. Very short start finish straight and across the line to start flying lap. And takes a nice line through turn 1 and makes the climb uphill towards turn 2. And down into the braking zone for turn 3. Coming round through turn 4, quick left-hander. That it is. And into turn 5, which I mistakenly called turn 4 last time around. Turn 6 and 7. 7 and 8 being the two most difficult corners on this track, because you think you can take more speed into them than you actually can. nice exit out of 8 and coming down to turn 9. This kind of chicane hairpin. As he lifts to get onto the apex, powers back up the hill. Back down the hill into the chicane to set the target time. As he exits the chicane, up the hill towards T1, exits time 202.6, Ash Racer 201.8, Maverick 202.2, Heli Power 204.5, Smoker Boss 203.4. Rasmus goes 208.7, H Racing Green comes into the pits, Lee the Reaper 203.3, Vitchell 208.9, Django 203.1, Bloody 9 203.5. H Racing Green's back out on an outlap. Mons goes 206.8. I believe Bankai Bullet has also gone pitted and back out for an outlap. And MXR should be coming over at set time now to 11.9. So currently your front row is Ash Racer from AOR and Maverick from F1R. As we see someone spinning round, let's try and see if we can spot who that is. That was Mons having a little bit of a spin. As we see that Delaney has also made a mistake. Ash Racer comes across the line, does not improve. No improvement from Delaney or Matt. Heli Power improves at 203.0. Does be 203.3, that's an improvement, brings him up to 6th. Vitchell comes through, that is 208.5. Quite a few people crossing the line and not improving this time around. MXR improved to 5.8. As we see H Racing Green and Bankai Bullet coming across to set their lap times. Stick on Bankai Bullet as he will be the first to cross the line of the two. As we have 2 minutes plus a lap, and that plus a lap is a lap that is currently in progress, no starting a new lap after that 2 minutes. As we come through the tricky turn 8. And up towards the hairpin. Ash Racer improves his time with 201.7. Helipower improves 202.7. Smoker Boss improves 203.1. Let's see one of the F1R cars. They're getting a wee bit in the way of Bankai Bullet. Bankai Bullet goes 203.4 and Green goes 202.5. And with 50 seconds plus the remainder of the lap to go, you can still see those times shift about a bit. 206.7 from Mons. MXR goes 205.7. The next one to crossline will be Ash Racer. As he is coming down to the hairpin. Looking for a nice exit out of the hairpin. As he lifts and comes up the hill, gets back on the power once the car's straightened out. That is time, so this is the final lap for everyone. Everyone will get to cross line one more time. So this is the last chance to improve your lap times. Ash Racer cannot do it. Ron GT Delaney goes to second with 202.2, Helipower 202.4. A couple of people ahead of Tracing Green. None of them improve. Witchell improves 207.6. Lee the Reaper improves 202.9. Mons improves 205.6. Bloody 9 improves 203.4. MXR improves 205. So here we are, 20 laps at Alsace for our feature race. You have an AOR lockout in the front row, Ash Racer and Ronan GT Delaney. You have Maverick and Helipower representing F1R in the second row. Green and Lee in the third row, Django and Smoker Boss in the fourth row. And we're off for round 4 of the Interleague Championship. Nice getaway from Ash. No real dramas down the field. From the looks of it off the start. As we come through turn 3, everyone all bunched together. You see some people getting up on the curbs. Curbs can get a bit high at the edges and will throw the car slightly off balance. As we come down to turn 5 and into turn 6. As we see, Mons is off track there. And here we come through turn 7 and into turn 8. see H Racing Green make a move on road JT Delaney, who has fallen down from 2nd to 5th place. As we come up the hill, I can see Maverick just getting a wee bit wide on the exit there, I believe. So that or it was Ash Racer. As we come through the chicane, everyone piling in. Got people locking up, see the smoke coming off the tyres. As everyone's crossing line, Ash Racer gets the fastest lap on that first lap with a 2:07.7. That will fall as the race goes on, especially this next lap, as that was a standing start. We still see everyone quite close together, no big gaps forming yet, except from that one at the back. Who is that? That is F1R Witchell, who was the F1R commentator. See F1R Dusby has passed Ronan GT Delaney. And Delaney has just about stopped his car from facing the wrong way, but has lost quite a few positions in doing so. He's gone from 2nd to 9th in the space of 2 laps. Out the front, Ash Racer has made a 2.2 second gap up at the front. Now see Maverick, Ellie Power, Green at Dusby, and Lee the Reaper 2nd down to 6th as Green goes off, losing some time. While he's in that F1R sandwich. As we come through the chicane for the 2nd time. Cross line, Ash Racer goes fastest once again, 2:02.5. As Dusby gets past H Racing Green round the outside, but can't make it stick. Everyone coming in behind. Dusby going down the inside this time, does make the move stick. As we're now on board with H Racing Green. Watch them chase down Dusby. To move to the inside, thinks better of it. Follows on behind. Giving them a wee flash of the lights. Looking for somewhere to make the move. Let's have a look a wee bit further back down the the bloody 9 and 10th here with Smoke across behind and Jut and Go right in front. As we're watching Smoker Bosch trying to close that gap down on bloody 9. Down into the chicane. And Smoke Bus hits the wall there. Comes off track, loses himself a lot of time. So we're back with H Racing Green. Trying to catch F1R Dusby. See if we can see a move coming anywhere. As we also see Lee the Reaper just behind. A bit of trail braking from Dusby through the corner there. Try to keep the car steady. Make sure he's taking the appropriate speed through the corner. Braking into the corner. As we're coming up towards turns 7 and 8. Braking all the way through the corner. I see Green carrying more speed through, just lifting off instead of braking. I see Ash Racer still out ahead, gap now up to 4 seconds. See Maverick falling away to Helipower, making a gap to Helipower. Helipower falling back towards Dusby and Green. Dusby makes a move on his teammate, gives him a bit of a shove. H Racing Green making the move around the outside, then has the inside for this corner, gets the move done on Helipower. Try to catch Dusby back down once again. Helipower sticking with him though. As Green has the inside line this time. Oh, Green gets a wee bit sideways though, but does manage to stay close enough. He's got his teammate Bankai Bullet right behind and Lee the Reaper. There's a whole gaggle of AOR guys trying to get past these two F1R cars right now. As H Racing Green goes to the inside for the move. Helipower still ahead by a nose. Green has the inside once again. Green gonna have to hang it round the outside here, making it stick so far, but can't even get the exit. Oh, and you see Bankai Bullet all the way right up behind Helipower. H Racing Green to the inside for the corner that time, makes the move stick. Now Helipower as well is looking forward to attack, must also look behind at Bankai Bullet, Ronin GT Delaney and Lee the Reaper. As we come through the hairpin here, everyone just slotting into a wee train as they come up the hill. They're slowly chipping away that gap to H Racing Green. As we come through the chicane and across the line for lap 6, as Ronin GT Delaney comes in, as does Green, as Bankai Bullet now makes a move on Helipower. Bankai Bullet looking for a move on Helipower, can't make it stick, tucks back into the slipstream. And then tries to go around the outside here, maybe looking for the switchback. Goes out to hang it round the outside here. Can't get it, tucks back into the slipstream. As we're now on board, and he late brakes, makes it stick. Helipower's right in that slipstream there. Looking for a way past. Trying to go around the outside. Gets the cut back. Can he make it stick though? See Bankai Bullet and Helipower. Bankai Bullet manages to hold the position. Now thinks about closing that gap to Dusby, while also keeping an eye behind on Helipower. As we come back up the hill and back towards the chicane to start lap 7. Smash Racer continues on. Some racers have pitted, some yet to pit. Bankai Bullet fighting away with Helipower. As you see, Lee the Reaper and Bloody Nine coming into the pits. We're seeing quite a lot of people getting into the pits right about now, but we're still on with this battle. Bankai Bullet and Helipower. Helipower gets the position back. Bankai Bullet needs to take the outside line, but instead slots back into the slipstream as we see Green catching back up to the back of this pack. Catching back up to this battle as Bankai Bullet takes the inside line, gets the position back once again. Helipower alongside him takes the inside for this corner. Bankai just doesn't have the speed to hang it round the outside. Bankai Bullet there crossing over, looking for a spot to go, has the inside line here. And the inside again, once again for Bankai Bullet. Back into 4th. Helipower with the inside line will get that position back. But can they make it stick? These guys bumping doors. Bankai Bullet having the inside line has managed to get past Helipower, but will it stick into the next corner? Will these guys just lose more time with Green and Delaney behind by battling even more? Bankai has the racing line coming up the hill. Helipower right in that slipstream. All over his rear bumper looking for a place to pass. Dummy and diving from each side. Gets the switch back, has the outside, gets in front. Bankai Bullet now chasing him down. Bankai Bullet looks to be pitting here. Bankai Bullet and Dusby both pit here. But just as Bankai Bullet pits, Green takes up the battle with Helipower. Ash Racer miles out ahead. Maverick 9 seconds ahead of this battle. Ash Racer 17 seconds ahead of this battle. And you see Green take the inside line. Does he get the position? Does not. Ronan GT Delaney gets himself involved here. Ronan GT Delaney now all over the rear wing of Helipower. And Green all over the rear wing of his teammate Delaney. You see these guys coming into turn 7. Delaney still staying behind. And taking the outside line. Either look for the cutback or trying to hang it around the outside, but sticks in behind. Ends up with the shallower line. Delaney's going to need to hang it around the outside here. You have the inside line. As Helipower gifted them the position. see what happened to Heli Power here. Was there contact, or did he just do it on his own? He's just done it on his own. He's gone from 3rd down to 7th. It's not quite what he wanted. That gifts Ronan GT Delaney 3rd place and H Racing Green 4th, as Heli Power does pit on this lap. Let's have a look further down the grid, see what battles we've got going on further down. We may have a bit of a battle going on here. We have Heli Power, Mons and Heli Power and Mons down in 11th and 12th. Heli Power did pit after having his spin and excursion onto the grass, however. Got a big group of cars round about here. We have three AOR cars, Lee the Reaper, H Racing Green and Bloody Nine, with F1R Dusby behind and Ronan GT Delaney catching up on them. We've got F1R Dusby, who has 3 AOR cars ahead of him. We'll be looking to make overtakes there, but Ronan GT Delaney will be looking to catch him up and take that 6th position off of him, give him another car to have to battle to get past. Let's have a quick check on the gap. Maverick is chasing down Ash Racer, 2 seconds is the gap at the moment. Dusby managed to get past Bloody Nine, as has Ronan GT Delaney. And we'll have to look behind Delaney and Bloody catching up on him as he looks forward to battle with Green and Lee. As we come through turn 1 on what is lap 10 out of 20. As we see here, F1R Dusby trying to keep pace with Green and Lee while opening the gap to Delaney and Bloody. Nice line through turn 4 there, coming down to turn 5. As we see, Dusby in the slipstream of Lee the Reaper. Green has got past Lee the Reaper. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Contact there from Dusby. However, Lee the Reaper did stay on track, but has lost also a place to his teammate Ronan GT Delaney, as Dusby is looking to chase down H Racing Green. As we see, Dusby there, trying to make that move on Green. We're on with F1R Dusby just now, as he tries to find a way to get past H Racing Green, as that appears to be Lee the Reaper in the wall. He has managed to keep his position, but Dusby does have Ronan GT Delaney coming down on him from behind, as Delaney does go wide and onto the grass. And Dusby make a move here. going side by side with Green into turn 4. These guys about to lap F1R Virtual. Virtual being shown the blue flags. Doing a good job of getting out of the way of this battle that we currently have going on. The gap between Maverick and Ash Racer now up to about 8 seconds. Maverick 9 seconds ahead of this battle. Ash Racer 17 seconds ahead. As we now see Ron GT Delaney back in this battle. As Maverick now pits, and that gives Dusby second and Green third. Promotes Delaney and Lee and Bloody up positions. Maverick comes back out before Bankai can pass. As we see Green thinking about lining up a move. Getting a wee bit shaky coming off the curb there. So we now see Green and Dusby going at it. Green trying to get alongside. Dusby defending well here. Green gets the inside line here. Green gets possession, but can he make it stick? No, Dusby gets the possession back. Green now still looking for a way past, tries to go the outside line here. Looking for the cutback. Doesn't manage to find it. Follows him up the hill, sticks in the slipstream. As we come back down the hill towards the chicane. Still looking for a way past. As Green pits. As does Jut and Go. Just those two guys pitting just now. So in first position on lap 13 we have Ash Racer, who currently holds the fastest lap of the 2-minute 2.4, followed by F1R Dusby, Ronan GT Delaney, Lee the Reaper, Bloody 9, Maverick, Bankai Bullet, H Racing Green, Jut and Go. Smoker Boss, then Jut and Go, Heli Power, MXR, Monst, and Virtual. Ash Racer with a 20-second lead at the moment. Probably will still have to pit, probably before lap 15. Here we are, Bloody 9 defending from Maverick, AOR defending from F1R. Let's get on board with Maverick and see if we can see a move being made, as Bloody Nine does get the back end of that Porsche just out a wee bit wide. The power of the Ferrari should help Maverick here versus the Porsche in a straight line at least. Although Bloody Nine has decided to pit, as has Lee the Reaper and F1R Disby. Ash Racer still in first, has a 23.9 second lead, 24 second lead ahead of Ronan, GT, Delaney and Maverick, who fills up the rest of the podium at this moment in time. We have Bankai Bullet Racing Green and Bloody Nine in 4th through 6th. Lee the Reaper is fighting away with F1R Disby, and right behind them is Jungle. As Lee the Reaper is looking for a way around, and right behind Jungle is Smoker Boss. 7th to 10th are all there together. As we come through turn 8, Lee the Reaper has the inside line. He's looking for the cut back there. Didn't get it. Couldn't get the traction on the exit to get ahead. Stays behind in the slipstream, closing that gap. Looking for a way by. As we come up to the hairpin here at turn 10. Try to find that cut back there as we come to 11. Up the hill and towards the chicane. As we come back down the hill towards the start finish straight for the 14th time. Cross the line onto 14. There's blue flags out. Smoke Boss is in the pits. Down on F1R Disby. Jack and Go still right behind. F1R Disby trying to catch down, chase down and back high bullet, chipping away at that gap as much as he can. Let's have a look a wee bit further ahead. 26-second gap between Ash Racer and Maverick. Maverick 2 seconds ahead of Ronan GT Delaney, who is 6 seconds ahead of H Racing Green and has Bloody Nine behind him for company. Back on with Disby, who has just been passed by Lee the Reaper. Lee the Reaper taking the inside line there, forcing Disby to go round the outside, and is now will probably try and hold him up so that his teammate Jungle can try and make a move here. As we see Lee the Reaper coming through with Disby right behind and Jungle following not too far behind. Disby getting a bit shaky, squirrely on the curb there, as he does get our 2 wheels on the grass. As we come back down towards the chicane once again, and Disby was looking for the move there. He was trying to force the issue a little bit. Couldn't make it stick, and that has allowed Jungle to close up as Delaney has pitted for the 2nd time this race. And John Go looking for a move around the inside. Can't make it stick, as Delaney does also come out of the pit right now. Which will give John Go a chance to get past here. Unless Dusby makes this move on Ronan GT Delaney. Ronan GT Delaney having the inside line here. As Dusby tries to go down the inside, Delaney covers that line off. And fastest lap currently held by Ash Racer, a 2-minute 1.9. I see Ronan GT Delaney holding out ahead of F1R Dusby and catching down his teammate Lee the Reaper. Will team orders come into effect, possibly, considering how high a line Lee the Reaper is taken? They're probably going to let Ronan GT Delaney past. But will Delaney be faster in clean air compared to Lee the Reaper? As we come back up the hill, as we still see Jungo trying to chase down. Jungo still trying to chase down F1R Dusby, trying to get that move made. Jungo taking a nicer line, getting the better, looking for the better exit out of the chicane there. You see blue flags out again for some reason. Not quite sure who's been lapped at this point in time. Because I don't really see anyone ahead. I still see Ronan GT Delaney ahead of Lee the Reaper. F1R Dusby still trying to hold off John Go there as we speak. And Dusby makes a mistake, and John Go doesn't get the position. Let's see if we can see what happens. Just goes a bit wide. John Go slows down to give him the position back because there was a little bit of contact. That is what happened there. So let's have a look down the grid, shall we? We have Ash Racer 18 seconds ahead of Maverick, who is 7 seconds ahead of H Racing Green. That is your podium just as it currently stands. Behind H Racing Green is Bloody Nine Bank High, Bullet and Ronan GT Delaney, followed by Lee the Reaper, F1R Dusby and Jut Go. In 10th position is Smoker Boss, followed by Helipower MXR, followed by Mons, who is followed by F1R Rachel. As we follow on this battle, F1R Dusby versus Jut and Go. As that is the battle that's ongoing as we speak. Dusby holding his line nicely through there. Try to keep Jut and Go behind him the best as he can. Jut and Go getting ever closer. Well, Jut and Go maybe closer, was not close enough to make the move there. As we see these guys coming up towards turn 2, just now coming through turn 2. Jut and Go in the slipstream, may look to pull out and make a move here. Tries to take the inside line. Dusby covers it off nicely. As we are on with Jut and Go, who is 0.4 of a second behind Dusby and try and close that gap down. Is chasing Dusby to the better end. We are on lap 18 of 20. As Django looks for the inside line, he's looking slightly for the switchback there. Switches to the inside, tries to take the lower line. See if he can carry the speed through. Dusby closes that option off. Dusby holding Django behind him well at this point. As we come in to the hairpin here. As we slow down and back up the hill. And that gap still hovering around about 2.5 tenths of a second. As we come through the chicane once again. And along the start finish straight to start lap 19. The penultimate lap. With your podium currently being Ash Racer, Maverick and Green. Django once again close within 2 tenths of seconds. Sticking in behind, pulls out to try and make a move. Django desperately looking for a way past Dusby at this point. You can only imagine what it's like inside that helmet. As we come through turn 4, Django starting to slowly lose a little bit of time, down from that 2 tenths of seconds. At the start of the lap, front end of the car getting washed out in the dirty air of the car ahead. As we see these guys battling away, back down to 2 tenths of a second. Django still looking for that move, pulling out, try and find that move. Might look for the cutback here. Stays behind. And back up the hill. As the leaders have passed the line, that is us now on to the final lap. As this battle Dusby and Django enters its final lap. As we come through turn 1, we have Ash Racer in first, miles ahead of anyone else, 22 seconds ahead of anyone. And we have Maverick, H Racing, Green Bankai, Bullet, Bloody 9, Ronin GT, Delaney Lee, the Reaper, and F1R Dusby. Behind Dusby is still Django, and then we have Smoker Boss, Heli Power, MXR, Mons, and F1R Mitchell. Back on with Django, trying to get past F1R Dusby. This battle that has kept going on. As we come down into turn 7. And through turn 8. Django looking like he's got a better chance. And that's Ash Racer across the line. We're going to stick with this battle just now as Ash Racer is catching up with F1R Virtual. who will be blue flagged in a moment. There are the blue flags allowing Dusby and Jutt to go through, and that is Maverick across the line in seconds. With H Racing Green in third. As we watch these guys battle through the final corners. And it wasn't meant to be for Jutt and Go, so close, but so far. So that is your podium: Ash Racer, Maverick and Green. In fourth was Ronan GT Delaney, then Bloody Nine and Bankai, Bullet Lee the Reaper in seventh, Dusby and Jutt and Go 8th and 9th respectively. Smoker Boss crosses the line in 10th. We now have Helipower, who is coming up the hill and back down. As he comes through the chicane, past the wall and across the line. F1R Virtual has crossed the line 1 lap down. MXR has crossed the line, and we are now just waiting on Mons to cross the line to finish off this race. As he comes through the chicane. Across the line. So now we will be taking a short 5-minute break. Feel free to use this time to go and grab yourself a drink, some snacks, get yourself prepped for the next part of the race. And in the meantime, I will be back shortly and we will be ready for the sprint race. And that's us. That's us back. AOR as we. It does appear that Lee the Reaper is having some issues and we'll need to reset. So next up is 10 laps of Alsace. For the sprint race, and the grid is the grid order of the feature race. So we are just waiting on everyone to make sure they can all see each other. In the room, and make sure that everyone is in the room, as there only appears to be 11 at the moment. As people have had to leave the room and rejoin the room. Grid order has now been changed to set by host. Which means Delaney can make sure everyone is in the order that they finished in the first race before we start. While we're on this break, I would like to know your everyone out there's opinions on the Formula 1 driver market. If you have any comments about it, would like to let me know during this time. What do you think of Carlos moving to Ferrari, or Danny Rick going to McLaren? Just while we've got this time between the races, feel free to offer up your opinions. I think this could be a good move for Carlos. He certainly makes 2021 more interesting. It does appear that everyone has everything sorted. It's just a case of getting everyone out onto track and past sector 1. As I sort my screen. So it does appear that everyone saying 15 means they can see 15 in the room. That is the 14 racers plus myself, as I am not on track. So they should see 14 on track and me. So it does seem that we're still having some connection issues between some of our drivers. It's something we are dealing with as we speak. Please bear with us. So we're just waiting on Bloody Nine and MXR to rejoin the room. It's a bit of a faff when this happens, but fortunately it does happen. Once again, this is 10 laps of Alsace for the sprint race. The grid order is the order that everyone finished the feature race in. It's likely a one stop or a no stop, depending on how well everyone can look after the tyres. The tyres are a step grippier, so we are now using the mediums instead of the hards, as we just wait for everyone to rejoin the room. There we go, Bloody Nine has rejoined, and make sure they can all see each other, and then once everyone's out the pits and the grid order is sorted manually, we will be racing once again. As Jut and Go gives his buddy Bankai Bullet a little bit of a punt as he was stopped on track. hopefully about to get started again. Hopefully. Still waiting for MXR. It appears we'll be going for a new room. We apologise for these technical difficulties. Please bear with us. And that's us got another room, just waiting for everyone to rejoin, get on track, and for Delaney to set the grid order. should be good to go this time. Just waiting on Delaney to set the rims. This is us good to go. Once again, our apologies for this delay. Some people out there on some more scouting laps. There we go. Lights out and away we go here at Alsace for the sprint race. 10 laps on the racing medium tyres. As we're under bloody line, everyone will once again, as last time, be packed up together. As you will GT Delaney alongside his teammate Bloody Nine, and slowing off to back into slot in into the slipstream behind. Trying to hold up Dusby. Dusby seems to have really a bit of a push off the track. But I'm not 100% sure from the angle from which I saw. Space, but didn't seem to recover not too badly. As Maverick is currently ahead of Ash Racer. just have to see if Ash Racer can get past over the next 10 and a bit lap, or 9 and a bit laps. As behind these guys is Racing Green, who is keeping himself there or thereabouts, ready to pick up pieces if a mistake is made. Behind them, Bloody Nine and Bankhead building Helipower. Behind Helipower is F1R, Dusby and Jungle. There's away, Maverick with a 2:07.0. Behind Jungle is MXR, then Monster, then Lead Reaper, then Ronin, GD Ronin, then F1R Rachel, followed by Smoker Boss right at the back, and Rachel has had a bit of an off there, so he's dropped all the way down the back. Guys can do is Bankai Bullet is looking to overtake his teammate Bloody Nine into turns 3 and 4 there as we come down to turn 5, and does manage to do so, putting himself up into 4th. Dusby puts himself up in 6th ahead of Helipower. As we see Ash Racer and Maverick going side by side, Ash Racer going around the outside. Realises he doesn't have power slots back into the slipstream, tries to get a cut back. Doesn't quite manage it as he sends right back in behind, and also gives his teammate Green a bit of a slipstream there. As these guys lift off to come up the hill, and the minute the car is on the hill, they blast the loud pedal. As we come down to the chicane, Maverick getting a wee bit ahead as Green and Ash were looking at going away side by side. Remember, rule number 1 is do not hit your teammate, and that's a lot harder to do when you have 7 teammates instead of, well, 6 teammates instead of just the 1. As is the case in the vast majority of racing series. As Ash Racer is trying to chase down Maverick. As we come through turn 3 and on to 4. As Helipower has overtaken Bloody Nine, and Mons has overtaken Jungle. These guys separated, were separated by 7 thousandths of a second at a point there. And Lee the Reaper takes 8th position, and Mons gets back, and Lee the Reaper again, as Ash Racer and Maverick having a drag race down to turn 8. Ash getting the inside line in. Ash does get ahead. Can he hold that position? Maverick goes ahead slightly. Ash gets cut back. Gets ahead, can he hold that position? As we go up the hill, Bloody Nine does get 5th place back from Helipower. As we go back down the hill towards the chicane. And cross the line for the finish of lap 3, and that's on to lap 4. Maverick staying in close behind Ash Racer, as has Green stayed in behind Maverick. As we come through turn 2 as we speak. And Bankai Bullet just doing his best to catch up. There's Ash Racer, stays ahead of Maverick. Maverick just nudging a nose ahead for a fraction of a second. Bloody Nine drops down behind Helipower and F1R Dusby. Let's see, Maverick trying to keep on the tail of Ash Racer, but Green is closing them down. S's and down towards the hairpin at turn 10. Maverick slotting in behind as we go up the hill. Laser Reaper gets past his teammate Bloody Nine. Down into the chicane, start lap 5 of 10. Now we see Monch, Bloody Nine, MRX. Smoker Boss also pitted. See Maverick trying to chase down Ash and Green trying to chase down Maverick. As this battle continues on, let's have a look further down the grids. In 4th we have Bankai Bullet and Lee the Reaper in 5th. We have Helipower and F1R Dusby in 6th and 7th. Mons in 8th. And Bloody Nine in 9th. Jungle in 10th. Smoker Boss in 11th. NXR 12th position. And we have Ronin GT Delaney in 13th, and F1R Virtual is all the way down in 14th position. We are on lap 5 of 10 in the sprint race here at Alsace. As we come back down to the chicane once again. See Maverick thinking about a move there, thinking better of it. As we come through the chicane, and Green comes into the pits, as does Bankai Bullet. There'll be tyres and no fuel, most likely. As Bankai Bullet re-emerges in 4th position. And Green re-emerges in 3rd. Ronin GT Delaney down in 12th. Maverick has made it back past Ash Racer. These guys have 5-second leads. As Ash Racer takes a tighter line and gets the lead back from Maverick through turn 5 as we come up through 6 and into 7. Ash taking the wider line there, manages to hold the lead that way as he comes down to turn 8. And down towards the hairpin. As Maverick still 6-7 tenths of a second behind, is chasing him down. We're going to have a wee look at Helper and F1R Dusby. These teammates having a wee battle of their own. Well, they're in plenty of space. Bankai Bullet away about 4 seconds ahead, and Lee the Reaper about 4 seconds behind. Ash Racer and Maverick are both pitting. This could give H Racing Green a chance to overtake both these racers. It does. And those are only Green was the only one that managed to overtake them during that pit stop phase, got the undercut on them. As the Bankai Bullet all out on his lonesome. Got Bloody and Lee down in the 7th and 8th, and Jumbo in 9th. We're going to stick up here. Gap between Ash and Maverick is now just a little over a second, but Maverick is chipping away at that gap. As Ash also chips away on the time set by H Racing Green. Bankai Bullet still nowhere. F1R Dusby is in a bit of a fight with Heli Power. And we'll see if that battle will continue on, or if someone will just move out of the way for the other, as they will be slowing each other down if they are battling, which they let seem to be doing at this moment in time. We also have Lee the Reaper in 7th, Bloody 9 in 8th, Jungle in 9th. MXR in 10th position, and Mons in 11th. Delaney in 12th, Smoker Boss in 13th, and Mitchell in 14th. As Maverick is closing that gap up to Ash Racer. We are currently on lap 8 of 10. Fastest lap currently held by H Racing Green, a 2-minute 1.6. As Green does appear to be a bit of a ways ahead here. But actually isn't. He's only about 7 tenths ahead, 6 tenths, 5 tenths. His teammate Ash Racer. Ash looking to race with his teammate. Ash getting ahead ever so slightly. Ash makes the move stick, but will Green come back around the outside? No, he will not. And this has allowed Maverick to catch him on them. As we run down to the chicane. Through the chicane. across the line to start the penultimate lap. H Racing Green did improve his record for second there, then it was beat by Ash and now held by Maverick at 2:01.1. That is what the effective slipstream around here can do for you. As these three battle for top honours. Green losing position to Ash and Maverick. Will Green be able to hold it round the outside with Maverick? No, he will not. As Green does close that gap in. As we come through turn at 7 on the penultimate lap, H Racing Green is trying to get past Maverick representing F1R. Maverick trying to catch back up on Ash Racer, but Ash Racer is currently just spreading his legs, spreading his wings through these corners. As he is just flying away. As Green does catch up a bit here as we come back down the hill for the final, well, second to last time. As Ash Racer crosses line, that's us in the final lap. This is lap 10 of 10. Ash Racer just trying to stretch that lead out a bit. Maverick trying to defend his position from H Racing Green. Bankai Bullet in 4th position currently, followed by F1R Dusby, followed by Lee the Reaper, then Heliper, then Bloody Nine. Bloody Nine followed by Junk and Go, MXR, Smoke Boss and Mons, followed by Ronin, GT Delaney and F1R Vigil. As we see Maverick and Green battling away. The gap is half a second. As we come round to turn 8. As Maverick does start pulling out the gap here. Power of the Ferrari too much for the Renault. As we come back up the hill and we're coming down towards the chicane for the final time. The Alfa Romeo has run away the second half of the race. As it comes to the chicane for the final time. And here we go. Ash Racer across the line, 1st position, followed by Maverick. And H Racing Green, Bankai Bullet in 4th position, followed by F1R Dusby by the looks of it. However, Lee is not making it easy for him. Lee looking for a last minute move. Dusby cuts that off. And Helipower in 7th, Bloody Nine in 8th, Jungle 9th, MXR in 10th position. Smoker Boss in 11th. Ronin GT Delaney in 12th. Mons in 13th. And F1R Vigil, the F1R commentator. has came in 14th place as he comes down the hill towards the chicane. He makes it across the line. And you're and there's your winner once again, Ash Racer in the Alfa Romeo for AOR. I hope all of you guys enjoyed that. Join us in 3 weeks' time where we will be in the Group 3 cars once again at Interlagos. I certainly hope you've enjoyed that race. I certainly hope you join us next time. Once again, I have been Jack and this has been AOR. And while there has been no real life racing, we have strived here at AOR to bring you some of the best racing there is available. And all I have to say now is what I say at the end of every video. I've been Pinky Boy, this has been AOR. Stay safe out there.